Hey guys, how's it going? I know I haven't made a video in a long time, and there's a lot going on right now. I get it. But one thing, last night during the live stream, I had a really good conversation with a couple of friends about the Artesian. Yeah. The Artesian Builds company and the CEO that said some terrible things about a Twitch streamer. Look it up if you want, but I had a really good conversation with a couple of friends of mine last night, and I thought I'd share that with you. It was really late in the stream. We went to just chatting and just closed out the night talking. It was really great. So I hope you enjoy this video. One thing I want you to do as you're watching it, comment. Let me know what you think. I'm a very low-level content creator. I don't make a living off of this, but I like making things. So those of you that might make a living off of being a content creator, this video, we talked about the dark side of it. And I think there are a lot of people that eat a lot of crap thinking that they have to. The Artesian Build guys, the CEO is terrible. Anyway, watch this video. Let me know what you think. If you want to watch it live, watch my stream live and hang out and interact with me, check me out Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays over on Twitch. The link will be down below. Really good conversation. I hope you enjoy it.
So the reason is she was an ambassador for 3 months, but didn't have like activity.
Okay. So.
Wow.
This is a weird platform. That's a weird platform to talk about streamers in a negative light. Saying that they don't have enough followers to push your product. Like, nobody stopped that guy. Nobody said, hey, shut him up. Like, the whole company.
Oh, so now he's got a statement out.
Last night,
what does he say?
Our platform on Twitch, a platform that many amazing creators helped me to create in no small part. I glossed over a few amazing creators in a PC giveaway, and I absolutely should not have done that. And I did it in a stupid way.
That tells you everything you need to know about that company, man. And Delf and Panda doing the work that you do, Delf doing the work that you do, seeing the things that you guys see. You know that upper level, they're disconnected from reality. A lot of what they do and say sounds insane. Almost every CEO I've dealt with, I would never consider someone I'd want to be a friend with because they had a different mind that I didn't connect with. And they would say things that I would never say. I'd say that they were all
they
wrong.
Look at people as numbers on a sheet of paper and
right.
on a pay stub. They don't look at, they just lose touch with the people that are actually making them money. Mm-hmm. Like they're paying their salaries, And on a technical note, this guy's apology video, the audio sounds like he recorded it in a freaking Love's truck stop bathroom during a cleaning hour.
Okay.
So, hey, bud, if we're going to shit on people for not having, the quality and quantity of people you want, maybe you should make sure your apology video is better than any other piece of content you put out, you no-bit sucker.
Right.
Sorry. I apologize.
No, don't apologize for that. This is the big problem with a lot of that going on right now. It's predatory in nature, right? These companies offer up things, and like Delf says, the incentives for streamers that they have. Honestly, almost anything that has an incentive for streamers is shit. There aren't. I wish so bad that I could build a platform to truly help streamers. All I try to do here, for the most part, is give advice, to go to people that I like that stream, like Delf, hang out and chat, lurk, give them a number, because discovery is hard. But anything that has any program of any kind where a streamer actually gets something back, unless you sign a commercial deal, it's a predatory approach. And you were nothing, because if they don't have 5,000 small streamers supporting their product, their revenue goes nowhere. But they give nothing back to the community that builds everything that they have.
Yeah,
Thanks for jumping in, Delf.
It was just too much of type. Like, it's It's funny. So I didn't know much about Artesian Builds until I saw a few streamers that I follow. They have it on their, on their links to click. Hey, got a PC from Artesian Builds. When I first started following BZ, he actually got a PC built on stream for him because he, he bought one, and he's like, the more people sub to his channel, the more discount they would give him on certain parts. So they built him a great PC, and he became an ambassador for them.
Okay.
And I started talking about the other people in other streams, like, hey, what do you think about Artesian Builds? And somebody, Lucky Gadget Girl, was like, I wouldn't use them because they're trash. And I was like, okay. And she said there were certain parts. She goes, I know people that got parts from them that had like, you could open up the thing and you would see they put it together with like duct tape or electrical tape, and it was just like crap bills. So I was like, you know what? And I went to the stream a few times to watch them and see what they did, and I saw the interaction. I was like, these guys really don't give a shit about the streamer. They just care about eyes on their, obviously capitalism on stream, right? They cared about the numbers that people were following. They cared about people that were dropping bits. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop following them. And I kind of paid attention. And then I saw this, and I was like, wow, like just the way his bravado of, just being a tool about like, oh yeah, that's a no for me, dog, kind of thing. Like, your platform is built on giving out these little incentives so people could put banners up on their stream. Like, you are using everybody, like you said, and you do not, what are you rewarding them with? Because she didn't get people to click on her link. How many people that that's in her circle that probably clicked on somebody else's link to say the same thing? So just because you didn't get a click on a streamer on Twitch, you're gonna not reward her for a giveaway that you said, hey, it's open to any ambassador. You're a tool,
right? You can't do that, because this Twitch is littered with people that have big dreams of becoming big streamers, right? Some people get there. The thing that I think people don't know is how much time it actually takes to get there. Some people get lucky. Some people have friends. Some people get bumped up. Some people have connections that kind of help grow their channel faster. But for the most part, it is a very slow build kind of game.
Oh.
And like these companies, like when someone does sign a deal with the company, it's important. It's important to the streamer, it's important to the company if they care about what they're doing and what their product is. But for a company that's building PCs on stream for streamers who pretend like they care and have some connection to the streamer, the platform they're on, and then the growth potential after they get the product.
Yeah.
Like, the transparency of what that CEO said tells you this isn't just the CEO. This is leadership. This is the CEO on down.
Oh yes, yeah.
Everyone sees it that way.
And there's a lot of like now, like I was kind of amazed at the power of Twitter, because I have a Twitter account, and I don't use my Twitter account for streaming. I don't follow any news. Anytime it's something that's not political, or that's political, or any news thing, I literally delete it and said not interested. So it's only about streaming. And I was amazed to see how powerful the streaming community is and Twitch is, because it literally just flooded my news feed, and like almost just the whole day was just like people just attacking it. And I was like, that's the power of it. And I saw a couple of horror stories about people that said, hey, this guy Noah was looking for a videographer or editor. He said the rate was low, but they're in California. And I was like, let me go up there and let me just talk to them out, because I wanted to get in with them. And people were like, oh yeah, he just completely ghosted me and just never came back and never returned my calls after I went up to see the company. And it's just like that kind of mentality where it's like, that explains a lot. And of course it takes something like this for other people to come out and say, hey, this company's bad. But I'm glad it's finally coming out where don't support something like that, where they're like, it's just the way they acted about it. And especially, and it's great that it came out live on stream, and people were like, wait a second, that's an asshole move right there.
Well, and here's the sad thing. You're absolutely right. And here's the other sad thing about that is the creator lifestyle and the life of a content creator. And I'm very loosely connected. I would love to be like a content creator full time. I'm not. I dabble. I make things. I play. I am not a full-time content creator. Let me say that first. But the economy of a creator is multiple things that bring in enough income to support your lifestyle and your business. And you grow with a number of relationships with a number of companies. Each one is important. But I think that there's so many people that have been down this path. Being a creator, I think it's now accepted that you are at some point going to get shit on by a company. Because there are, at this point in the world, how many people that make something on YouTube, Instagram, stream on Twitch, stream on YouTube, call themselves a content creator, and they all are. But once you start getting like the money coming in, and you get those small little affiliate deals with like Amazon affiliate links, and then you go on to other relationships and connections, all of those are very important. And the companies know how important they are. So the content creator economy, for the most part, they're used to being shit on.
Yeah.
They're used to just knowing that, well, there's 50 other people just lined up behind you.
Oh, of course. And that's, and somebody posted that too. Somebody's like, hey, I'm tired of making those deals. And it's something that, as a stance that, a lot of the content creators on Twitch and YouTube have to say, hey, enough is enough, because, somebody's getting literally 1,000 followers or, has an average of 80 viewers is only getting a 5% cut in the deal. Like, what? Wow, that's nothing at the end of the day, because you know what I mean? Like, what? I saw somebody who said she was a partner on Twitch, and she's been a partner for 3 years. And I guess I don't know what everything else that she does in her career for content creation, but she said that she's only in the 3 years that she's been a partner, she's only been able to pay her rent and pay all her bills twice in the span that she's been doing it with all her money from Twitch.
Yeah.
So that's saying that there's not enough money coming in from this platform unless you know how to stretch it out in different avenues. You know what I mean? So it's like to see that and to get all of that, to realize that we're constantly getting shitted on, and then for somebody like Artesian Builds to shit on somebody that's even that's averaging 5 viewers or 10 viewers, that would hurt me. I'd be like, you know what? What's the point of me streaming? What's the point of me doing if I can't even get a free giveaway that I'm supposed to get because I'm an ambassador for your company?
You're not good enough to win a giveaway.
A giveaway. That's just,
like the statement of that. The fact that the CEO of a company doesn't understand what he's doing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think that's more common. And it's just there's so many people on every platform that I thank God there's something like Twitter to elevate a story like this, because this is one of 1,000 going on right now.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
And this is like, and I'm saying this as a white male on the platform, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You experience a very different situation than I do, just because of your skin color. Female experiences something very different because of a gender. Like, this is not a level playing field. This is not a fair game. This is just a platform that we can have some fun with.
Yep.
And like, I've done the math to think, and I'm sure you've done it too. I'm like, you know what? What would it take for me to make enough money to stream full time, quit my full time job? What would that take?
I can't do that.
Oh boy.
No way. There's no. If I told Lady Delf I was gonna do that, she would kill me. There's no.
Right.
I mean,
but like, have you sat down to actually see what like subs, bits, like average? Dude, that's why, because a part of the creator economy, you get your revenue from Twitch, you get your revenue from Amazon affiliates, you get your revenue from YouTube advertising. It's just, it's funny, but we've accepted this because we content creators have chosen this life, and there's a certain dark side that comes along with it that they're used to.
Yeah.
And I wish they had more protection.
Well, I look at it this, and this is, I have a kind of a different look at it perspective, because I don't stream. I don't ever want to stream. But one of the funnest things about me playing games is getting to hang out with you guys on your streams, because not only is it like, y'all have the relationship with the audience, but then like, guys like Red, who are on both of ours, who like come in and just like, you just build this so many friends. Yeah, you get so many friends. It's so much just like fun out of it. And like for me, and like I've said this on 8-Bit stream, like this last couple of years have been like real bad, just mental health and all that stuff. And then, like we've talked about it with my mom getting re-diagnosed with cancer, and like being able to like come on here and just hang out with you guys and like escape that.
Yeah.
And like, even when we play off stream, it's the same people on and off stream. And like for some corporate company sitting in, the highest zip, the most expensive zip code in the world, basically out there in San Francisco, to just basically be like, well, you're kind of below us. So like, we don't really, it's like, come on, man. Like, who are you at this? Dan. Like you were probably picked on in high school. Like you're from the same nerd class we are. You just like got in with a company in Silicon Valley, and now you decide who's cool and who's not. Like you're literally everything that this community is against.
Yeah.
And it's just like
it's so weird that they become the man. Right. And the distance, the starting point to when they become the man, that cycle is getting so much shorter now.
Yeah.
Because usually it takes like a generation. Right. But now it's like it can be a year. Yeah, and they just completely lose it. Yeah. Sorry, Delf. Sorry, I interrupted.
That's why it's like it's just I was saying the same thing like you said, like the idea of affording. Like I wanted to sit down at one point and look at, like you said, add up the numbers, but I don't want to do it. And that's why I've always told myself I'm only going to do the streaming, like having me go live 3 times a week. I don't want to put more than that because I know that's 12 hours.
Yeah.
A week. Like if I know my salary when I'm working a regular job, how much that is, I'm way below of what I should be making. So I don't want to sit there and average that out. And like you said, it's that where it's like I can't do this full time. So why would I do it full time? And then you have people like that where people are shitting you and it's oversaturated market. It's like there's no win for us right now.
Well, and that's you're right. And the thing about it is the time. So Panda, let me say to your point, I love that you're comfortable enough to jump on this stream. If you did stream, I would watch every single one. People go nuts and ask where you are all the damn time to a point to where I get a little bit jealous. Like I think they like Panda more than me. But Delf, like to your point, like imagine those few times you stream a week, like 12 hours a week, stream 3 days a week. That time is so precious because thinking about you step away from your family. Like, yeah, your wife and your kid kind of come in and it's like a part of the show, but it's still like a part-time job, right? Yeah. You're entertaining. It's a different kind of energy, but it is still work.
And then
I come up here and editing. Yes. Everything that comes along with the lifestyle, if you choose to. And I wish I could do more, but I just can't find the time to do it.
It's hard because, like you say, if you sit back and you start averaging all that time you spend, it is a full-time job where you're getting way below minimum wage. If you're not, especially the numbers that I live in, and most of them I don't do this because of the numbers. I do this because I'm fine. My job is fine. My career, I'm good at it. I'm good. But I come on here to stream because I like storytelling. I like building communities. I like talking to people. And like you said, like Panda said, I told Aaron when I first started streaming, I was like, I do this because Panda at one point, when Panda and I had a private conversation, he's like, "Yo, man, I love this. I love your vibe. Thanks for having me on because this is my escape. And this is what I want. Like, I do this because I want to be escape. I'm going to be gaming no matter what, right? Like, I play video games. Why not have a fun interaction with it and bring out my personality and bring out other people that have a good time with us?" And that's what streaming, like, I don't look at streaming and say I want to make money because I'm not. I would quit this shit a month and I'd be like, all right, I'm done. Stream is over. And that's, that's what it is. Yeah. And it's about community. It's about building people up and not shitting on somebody because they don't have enough followers at the end of the day.
And that's the sad thing, right? Like what you have built at your place is amazing. Obviously, I think I love my place more than anywhere else on Twitch because it's mine, right? I built my universe here.
You have a great brand. Your brand is great.
I appreciate that. But it's really funny because like you said earlier in chat, I think if you have like even 3 to 5 people watching, that is still somebody that's choosing to take time out of their day or night and hang out with me in my space. Yeah. You are in my home. Yep. You are in a place I have designed for all of us to hang out and have a good time.
Yeah.
So like this is very personal for me.
So if Party Mountain Population U shirts.
I do. Wow, yeah. Damn it, Panda. I'm gonna write that down.
That's why I'm a producer, baby.
I gotta put your Panda logo on the back of all the shirts that you recommend. Damn it. It's so good.
But no, like, and this is what's like makes you guys different. I keep a stream up all day at work. Whoever, but while they all play the same games and they all do the same stuff over and over again, they have one thing different about each of them. You know, their banter, they have a different type of banter. They have a different type of interaction with their chat, or they have a different type of game, like graphics setup or something that just makes them different. You know, like 8-bit, yours is Party Mountain, yours is, 8-bit Bytes, and your complete unacknowledgement that your wife is a robot. And then, Delf is I need a drink and I need new friends and don't have kids. And if you're lucky, if you were one of the lucky ones who gets to see Taco Meat,
oh man,
then think about that. If this keeps going, there's going to be a few of us that have seen the Taco Meats from day one.
Yeah,
and we're going to get to tell these kids coming in a year from now, oh, you don't know about Taco Meat?
Yeah.
We used to get that Taco Meat for free.
Yeah.
You don't know about that robot wife? Like, I mean, and so that's the thing with all the new people is it's like, and it's just like anything. I feel bad for them sometimes because it's like you're coming into something that's like, especially with us, because like with me and Delf, I mean, we've got history.
A lot. Yeah.
So it's like when we play together, like there might be a minute or two where we're just going in on each other for no reason.
Yeah.
Like somebody's just like, wait, what's going on?
But people, and that's the thing, and that's, I've had people that I've never met before that I actually met in Vegas. I met one guy and he's like, I don't know who you game with. I don't know. I'm not sure if they game or they stream, but he goes, the relationship you guys have, the banter is unique. And it's because we're friends and we have a community. Like, when 8-bit, when we started streaming together in a sense, and we partied all the time, like we just built a friendship, and and that you could tell that happens naturally. You can tell that is a great friendship on stream, and that comes out on screen. And it's interesting to see it because, like, I know I was having a conversation with General Andrews on my podcast, and I was talking about what's going to happen when the world opens up again. Are we going to lose a lot? We're going to lose a lot of streamers because that's going to naturally happen naturally because people start streaming because of the pandemic. So what happens after that? Like, where's the switch now? Like, do we go back? Does Twitch go back to the old days where affiliate push gets taken out and it's just like, all right, we're going to get to partner a lot quicker so we could sustain viewership, or are we going to compete with YouTube? Like, there's going to be a lot of changes that's going to happen in the next couple of years. So what happens for the people coming in that are new, or people that are trying to figure out what the next move is for them?
I have thoughts about that. I think that's a great question. And I think what that will do is the people that have half a foot into the streaming thing will just stop. And I think the viewership that came along with the pandemic, Twitch has become way more normal than it was before. It was big before. Now everyone kind of understands what it is. Like, my wife knows what Twitch is. My mother-in-law knows what Twitch is. And like, there are people that I'm sure that show up to your stream that would have never watched a streamer, but because they love you and know you and want to hang out with you, now they know what Twitch is. Now they watch other streamers. I think the viewership will still be there, but I think the effort that we put into our streams, which is high. Delf, you have an amazing stream. Like, I love watching your stream. And my colors behind me are not blue because you typically have blue behind you.
Yeah.
I don't want to still, like, I love the vibe. I love the look. Obviously, we get along, so it's easy for us to kind of vibe together.
Yeah.
But you have a great place. And I think the people that, like, don't have the commitment to it, obviously, me and you have built out a brand for what we are and what we do. We have plans for what we want to do with it. Not because we want to make a living off of it, but because we feel like we have something to give, whether that's us spending time with friends, which we do a lot of, or eventually teaching people how to get to where we are and maybe help people grow, because I had help. I try to help everyone that comes through that wants to help.
Super Dan helps me. Like, people, like, it's just... And I've never met Super Dan. He came, he's like, hey, what's your Discord? Let me help you out with your computer. You know what I mean? It's just that, that community. That's like, that's like,
good to see you back.
I'm Lucky Gadget Girl. You literally came on my computer almost once a week and said, hey, your audio is bad. Let me fix it. Hey, this is bad. Let me fix your OBS. Let me fix this. And it's like, if I would have had to learn that on my own, I would have quit that too. Like, I would have gave up because I was like, okay, this is getting way too difficult and hard for me to figure out. And it's just, it takes time. And, that's another thing that people need to people need to embrace the time. We want everything. We want instant gratification. You know, everybody wants that. I want to be successful right away. Dr. Disrespect he wasn't instantaneous. You know, like Tim the Tap Man, like even a guy I interviewed, General Andrews, like nothing happens overnight. You know, like these people were partners for 5, 6, 7 years. Like you're not going to come in if you are the lucky one that makes partner in a year. Kudos to you. And I know a lot of people that are not partnered that make more money than people that are partnered, because it's if you're just doing it for the drive for money, then you're doing it completely wrong. You know what I mean? Like
for you. Yeah. This isn't for you. And like Super Dan, great point. I will gladly help anyone that I can. I believe if you have the means of supporting someone, it's your responsibility to do so.
Sure.
We do have a responsibility to the people that come along that need the help. Now, obviously, the people that come to our streams, connect with who we are, have similar vibes. It's easier to help them, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know what they need. They don't know how to ask for help. Fortunately, with Twitch, the help early on is just viewership, right? Mm-hmm. And so we could do that with our communities. But it's really interesting because like I'm looking at the number right now. It's 15. Mm-hmm. I am over the moon at that number, right? Yeah. The idea of like getting like partner status, it's like why would I want that? Like I don't need a partner.
You have to have 100. So everybody always thinks number 75, and like Lucky Gadget Girl told us, you know, we talked about it. She goes, it's not 75, it's 100. You have to live consistently at 75, but your average has to be above 100 before they even consider you a partner. If I had 100 people in my stream, I would have anxiety. Like you'd have to. I would be chugging down whiskey the whole time because I wouldn't know how to deal with that. I can't deal with that.
And we would hate you because we would just be like, we got to put Delf in a corner.
Yeah. I would. You know, like I can't imagine that. I can't envision that. Like I don't want to. I can't handle big raids because I'm like, how do I perform? Like what? Like this is uncomfortable because now there's people that don't know me and I gotta, come out. Mm-hmm. Like I gotta not come out, but I gotta put on this thing where it's like I might scare somebody away because of my taco meat or me being aggressive with my friends or you know what I mean. Like, it's just like a whole nother vibe. I'm like, I don't need that. I want people to come in slowly. If maybe one follower, like I really think I don't even know how many followers I have on Twitch because I stopped paying attention to it. I don't care about the numbers, like because people come and people go. So if you're hearing my chat, if you're lurking in the background, I love it. If you're chatting, I love it even more because it gives me something to work off of. So I don't like, 100, I would go insane. I would shut down.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine sent a raid my way that was like 75. So for about 40 minutes, I had like a big number, and I tried to keep up with chat. And like while I was doing that, the game just melted away, right? Like the game's irrelevant at that point because I have so many new people and like what the hell is going on? And then like once I started streaming, like I pretty much stopped watching the big streamers because you notice the thing about their community, it's just like it's giving noise. So it's subs and bits for the sake of hearing their name. There's not really a relationship, right? It's like, oh, Tim the Tap Man said my name. I spent $50. He said my name. He answered my question. It's like, I get that. When they get too big, like I'm not shitting on Tim the Tap Man or the big. It's just it's a harder world, and I don't ever see a point to where like I can be productive in that world without not being myself. Because like when I have a single line go by that I don't respond to, I feel bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like I can't do that.
I scroll back now because I feel like again because. And I think that's a part of us like trying to fight for our community and fight for people to like, hey, I'm acknowledging you, like I see you, and I'm like it's the same thing where it's like, did I miss a conversation? Let me scroll back up because I was like, I don't want people to feel like, hey, that 5 people that are here, I don't want them to feel like, hey, he's not paying attention to me. He's too big already with 5. He's not even paying attention to my chat. So I can't imagine just seeing a screen go by of people saying, hey, what's up? Hey, questions. Like, no, I'm good. I want to have the interaction I have right now, and if it gets bigger, it's so happening. It gets there. I don't want to be a big. I don't do this to I'm not going to be the next Tim the Tap Man. I'm not going to be the next Dr. Disrespect. I'm going to be me. And if it happens that I get big, it gets big. But if not, then I'm fine with it being, streaming 2 to 3 times a week and just playing games and building a community.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I think too, like having, I'm not going to toot my own horn just because I'm a mod on both of your streams, but I think that's also where having like good support people, like having people like me, Missy, Redgate, and a couple other people who like know the streamer well enough and know enough about them to where, like, if someone's asking, hey, questions about this or that, like, they can jump in there and be like, oh, hey, such and such. Yeah. Mike plays Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He helps out. Like, he does a couple of streams with some other people. So you can check them out here. And, that way to where, because I know both of you, I know Delf's, both of y'all's personalities are very similar.
Yeah.
ADD hilariousness is what
all
is
over the
basically
place.
all
All over the place.
And so I know how to deal with both of them because I've been around it enough, and being able to help with that the chat, especially that way, you as the streamer, you don't feel like, well, I'm like neglecting them, but then like it also helps you remember it because you see a mod talk about it, or you see somebody a name that talk about it.
Lud Lacey,
like,
what is up?
Callbacks are important.
Yeah, and it's something to where, like, the Discord and everything is also a great tool because being able to just throw in stuff throwing stuff there and go back and forth that's a good community tool. Like, I know communities that there's a stream live, there's a chat going on the stream, and then there's a completely different chat going on the same time in the Discord.
Yeah.
And so being able to communicate and having people that you can trust, in your chat that can communicate for you in those senses is something that that I think can take a little bit of that pressure off of you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And Panda, you are a master at that. There are things that I don't respond to in chat because there are times when I see that Panda has. And the ability to kind of offload some of that is so nice. Because I think that, much like, like there's certain things that you neglect around the house every now and then that just, like Erin will do things every now and then that are really my job. But she doesn't tell me, like, hey, you need to do this. She just does it. And like something like streaming, just having the ability to trust that I have the right people in place to do that know who I am, that carry, like, that understand what I want to be and what I want to project. And they're still themselves. Like, Panda, you were 1,000% yourself when you respond to it. But it is still everything I would hope you would say to it. And I don't even have to communicate. It's amazing how comfortable we've gotten with what?
I neglect dusting all the time.
But it's like
you got a dusty house.
Like Dr. Disrespect, right? Like, he has a team, and the reason he has a team is so he could be successful. He doesn't have to worry about this computer, this button's not working, this transition's not working. Like, he could just be himself, and then Dr. Disrespect is like, here, it works.
Sorry, I just had to ban that.
Had to do a little work.
Sorry.
Speaking of modding, had to do a little modding.
Sorry, I had to go. Yeah. Weird.
What? Yeah, Pat, thank you for the other day for that. Thank you for the other day for what you did too. It's like somebody came in the stream and like legit the first thing was dropped a comment about the whole thing over there, and I was like, I kind of had to like react, and I was like, what is going on? And Panda was like, I had to delete that, and I'm not sure if I lost that guy, which is fine. Like, there's certain things you have to know how to come in and, like, we try to keep everything fun and light, but then you come in and you say something very like weird, you're gonna have to get the hammer. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no, and that's a little behind the curtain. We have a rule on this stream where it's like, the mods, we can time people out and do that. But if it's in, we can easily communicate with 8-bit on like, hey, we've noticed this pattern with this, or we've seen this, and and it works. I mean, I think we've had a lot of great success where people have done stuff and come back from it. Like have said some things that are a little off-putting. We've talked to them. Like, I've talked to a couple of people via Whisper and in Discord and said, hey, it's not that we're just, we want to keep this at a certain level of, rating before a certain time. And, that was a little bit over. But then like people who just come in and are just like brazen over the top with stuff. And it's just kind of like, all right, this person doesn't get it. It's easy to tell whenever you're, I love the mod view. Like I can't watch the stream in regular view. sucks.
Do you really?
Because I have so many things.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I actually got to jump into mod view for the first time on Porkin's first affiliate stream on Friday, and I was like overwhelmed. I'm like, what the hell do I do with all of this?
Yeah.
But Panda, to your point, the fact that you guys just, when someone's acting weird in chat, we've only had like a handful of situations where this has happened. We have a mod channel in Discord, and that's where the conversation goes during the stream, which I totally appreciate, because it brings the attention to something that maybe I did miss. And I mean, you know how people are on Twitch, right? Someone new shows up, they're on that bubble, like, are you trolling me? Are you cool? Yeah. And you just it's a little dance. And then we've had a couple of situations where I don't ever like to talk directly and negatively towards people when they act up, but I had to do that a couple of times. I think I've personally banned 3 people that have been a part of this community, and I don't enjoy any of it, but I have told them why I banned them. Just because I'm like, look, you're a part of this. If you're going to F up, you got it. You're gone. Right? I mean, you know what we're about. You know what we're not about. And for those of you that didn't notice, that we had a follow that's I support blank invasion. You know, the Russia and Ukraine thing. It's the wrong nation on the side of that conversation. And that's the kind of stuff that, like, we don't even play with that stuff. Just like when we were playing on your stream, Delf, and somebody had like a name in the game that was like terrible. Panda was like, nope, we're out.
We're out. Gotta go.
Like, Panda was
we try to keep everything same thing. Like, I don't want I don't want politics in my stream. I don't care where you think. Like, you don't know. First of all, you don't know who the people are that are on my stream, so you don't know their beliefs. Right. You don't know who other people. Like, we have enough of that shit in the real world. You know what I mean? Like, you could go outside and you could go to CNN, MSNBC, Fox, whatever you want to do, and look at that. I don't want that in my world. I work in that world. I'm good. So when I come here, like, I don't need anybody. I don't want this to be
lazy, polluted
with that negativity. And it's like, use those biceps to crush the bad vibes.
Yeah. I know. But it's here's the thing. Here's what I try to always remember is the lazy play is to be a troll. It's easier to be mean. It takes a lot of work to be positive.
Full circle back to Artesian Builds. Full circle.
Yes. So if I see someone come in and they're positive, I am going to support that. I am going to love them more. I am going to hope that they come back every stream because they are working and doing the right thing. Because it's hard to be positive. It's work. To be negative, I wake up, it is work for me not to, it's work. Everyone has to put it in. And if someone's too lazy to do it, they don't belong here. There's so many other places they can go.
Yeah.
Yep. But I don't know. And Panda, just to your point, man, just thank you for all the amazing work you do as a mod and as a friend, man.
Yeah.
You support so many amazing streamers with your mod work and just your banter. It's funny. Like, I think you know a little bit about me, right? It takes a while for me to really let people in. Like, there's friendly 8-bit. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hi, new person. I'm 8-bit. I'm your new best friend. Then there's that other layer of like, who the fuck are you? Like, it's going to take some time for me to figure out how we really connect, right? Panda, you got there quick because I think there's obviously shared pain that connected us early on.
We had bad childhood.
We had a bad experience.
Shared trauma. Real sees real. It's the kind of thing.
We had to grow up fast.
But it's cool to see that, like, as quickly as we connected, like, you became like a brother, and I'm like, hell yeah, like, you can do whatever the hell you want on this stream because I trust you because I know who you are. And yeah, Panda's awesome. Panda's cool and heck. I mean, everyone loves Panda. We know, amazing. But and Lacey
hates me.
But well, I mean, maybe. But I'm sure Lacey would agree. Like, there is this hello new person on-air personality, and then there is another layer of people that you connect with that it's those little nuances are really interesting to me about this platform.
Yeah.
My favorite 8-bit is 11 o'clock 8-bit on Friday night on Delf stream.
It's a different breed.
That is peak 8-bit right there.
Yeah. And that's what we like here. We like it. I like that. Aaron, I guess I try to emulate 8-bit, and that's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna curse before 8 o'clock. And I got to the point like, you know what? I'm not 8. This can't do it. I can't be. Yeah. He can curse.
Look,
he can. It's going off.
Here's the thing. My whole goal, what's going on in my brain, is I just try to be as much of the Ted Lasso of Twitch as I can be. Yeah. I know I'm not that. I know I fall short. But I try to stay as positive and upbeat as I can, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Now, with Delf, when you're nice enough to let me jump on your stream, I get to, amp it up and be a little bit of Coach Beard.
Just it's fine. We love it, and that's what it's. And again, it works because I know who you are. I know you're not coming from a place like this.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that like I've met in the community. That's like, hey, can I game with you? I'm like, I'll game with you on your stream, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know your vibes on my community, and I know the stuff that you say on your stream. Like, I don't really want that around. So it's hard. And if I'm like, if you come in here and you want to curse, hey, go right ahead. Like, I know you, and it works. It's not like you're coming out and you're just like aggressive and over the top. It works in the circle of what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And again, it's like a lot of people don't realize that there's a dance that we're all doing ourselves. But when we're doing a stream, like, we know how to talk to each other. We know how to, we know what works with each other in conversation, and how to make things flow, and how to have a good banter. We're not, it's not like we're all new together. It's hard to go, oh yeah, come play with me on this game that I've never really talked to you about and anything else besides this game, and have a conversation. Yeah. It's harder for me to have that connection with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's hard for me to have other people on my channel. I'm like, you're cool, but it gets weird. You know what I mean? And
it does get weird, because the thing is, when I invite people to jump in, and if someone's like new, they get in the game and they're trying to play and impress and show off for the stream, right? Because they want to get a good. Now, I get it, right? Here's the thing. I view this is a very small stage. Let me be clear, but I view this as a stage. Yeah. Party Mountain is a stage. I am the one that's on the stage. Delf and Panda have stepped on the stage. We're all on the stage together. They are my friends. They know me. I know their vibe. I know what they're about. I know how they play. And I know when we stream, the game is important, but chat is the most important thing going on, period. Connecting with the people that show up is important. And I feel bad sometimes because it feels like I'm neglecting the game, which is what I'm playing with, like Delf and Panda. But they know when you're on this stage, chat is in the number one spot.
Yeah, it's not about. We don't stream. I tell that all the time. I don't stream for the game. I tell that to my friends all the time. Like, if you want to game with me, let's game off a stream. But my thing
Lacey,
is talking
you're hilarious.
To chat. Like, people I have a couple of friends that they get upset every time I get raided. I'll literally just mute them and stop playing the game. They're like, yo, they raided me because they want to see the gameplay. I'm like, no, that's not my community. People aren't here to see me game. You know what I mean? Like, you're not here to watch me. Like, no, you're not. You're here to see me have a good time with chat and be who I am. And that's what it is. It's not. I'm not a pro gamer or semi-pro or great at any game I play. I do this because it makes me relaxed. And talking with you, talking with 8-bit, talking with Panda, talking with even when Hammy comes in, those little rare moments. It's like that. I love that. I love those interactions. That's what community is.
Well, see, and I use those moments, and this is just because of the industry. In the content creation, I use those moments as content. When Delf goes AWOL and has to go chat or disappears, I know when he comes back, we've got a solid 15 minutes of banter about, oh hey Delf, I saw you just stopped moving in the middle of the game. Down to the last 3 teams. Would you like to expand on that? Like, did you have any thoughts you'd like to add to that? Or, hey, 8-bit, you're 5 miles away from us, but, whatever, like, we've moved. Do you want to come join us over here? And people can be, and I play with the same guys on Delf stream. So and outside the stream. So, it's different. And, last night we got into it a little bit. It was great. Like, it was probably the funnest night I've had playing with the guys on Delf stream in a while, because, man, we were just all on one with each other, just going back and forth. There's like no holds barred, but we were having fun. Like, we were playing the game. Like, we went off on, like, we were talking about how terrible each of us play the game, and then we won back-to-back games doing it. So it's like we literally spent 15 minutes in a pregame lobby, like dead lobby, just bitching at each other about how bad we are at the game. and then we won back-to-back games, you know, and it's just like that's who we are. Like we're not here because we're going to COD League or we're trying out for FaZe. No, we're here because we're literally bros who play games together when we have downtime, who decided to press go live on a button. That's what you're getting here. Right. You're not getting, you know, and it's just like in that, like, hey, I got to take a call, bounce off real quick, you know.
Yeah, we do it damn good. We do it damn good for what we have, for what we built in the year. Like, hey, but if you look back at your stream and my stream when we first started, like, look at the difference of what we started with. I mean,
very different.
It's oh my god, my room is different. Like, it's we started like green, you know. We started green, and in the short year that we started, the community that we've built, the people that we've met, the interactions that we've had are like they're lifelong relations. Like Erin the other day was telling me, like, oh, I did a job. And she's like, what job is it? I was like, from Green Bean. She's like, who's Green Bean? I'm like, from 8-Bit. From 8-Bit stream, you know, we went out when we did a video. And from that, we got work. I'm getting paid in real life on a job that, you know, I met from your connections. And it's just like, that is what community is. It's not about the game. It's not about, and that happened from a year ago of us. Just that change is amazing. Green Bean, thank you again for that. Because I got some work this weekend and it was amazing.
Here's the cool thing about that. We are not the average demographic of the streamer on the platform. Not at all. You look at, and I don't know what the actual stat is. I assume it's like late 20s, right? I am 42 years old. Yeah. I am not young. I am what puer eternus, is that the Greek term for like forever boy or whatever? Like I've got Peter Pan syndrome to some extent. Mm-hmm. I'm fairly responsible, but let me look behind me. I have a drawing of Alf projected on a wall. I have a TV with nothing on it, a keytar. Like, this is completely insane. And I get that. But like our life experiences, Delf, like what we're able to bring to this platform, kind of the maturity, and I will use the word maturity, as goofy as we come off, as ADHD, as ADD as we come off, there still is a level of maturity that we bring and a level of comfort. And like Goddess, for instance, anytime you call me Father 8-Bit, when Nick Wolf shows up and calls me Dad, those things mean a lot to me. Yeah. The fact that you're throwing those out there, like those words mean a lot to me, that I'm in that position. I'm old enough to be on this platform and offer up something to you, and that there is some type of, you know, value in providing something back. Still trying to figure out what that is on the whole.
Life experience. I mean, look, like I said, you're 42, I'm 41, but look what we can bring to a table of people that don't know what to do. Like I bring video and technology. If I say, hey, use this light, I'm going to change your stream compared to what you have. Yeah. You saw somebody else put on the light and say, oh, I want the same thing you have, or get this camera. We bring life experiences to say, hey, it's not ADHD, about the gaming. Yeah. It's not, if you're just here for gaming, you're not going to be successful unless you are trying out for FaZe, which, you know what? Good luck.
Right. Now, Lacey is saying, no, you're absolutely right, though. And Lacey is saying, here I come in, my streams offer zero maturity. Here's Lacey, your streams are great. It's a different level. It's not like, the word maturity might not be the right word, but there is a value, there is an entertainment, there is caring, there is heart at the center of what you do. You're trying to make people happy. Most streamers, that is what I'm referring to as maturity. You're trying to bring joy to people. Most streamers are doing this and not talking to chat. Getting kills. Hi, KD. Oh, someone donated. Thank you for $50. We'll go back over here and do this. It's different. Maturity might not be the right word, but as far as heart and care and feeling, like those things are important to me. And Lacey, you definitely have that. You definitely live up to your name. I will say that, Lude Lacey, for sure. You are appropriately named, my friend.
But I mean, we all have our place in there, you know. And I think, Ava, what you're kind of looking at is you kind of bring, I guess, like a wisdom about things. You know, you've been around the block. You've had to deal with some stuff. You know, there's times when we're in chat and you and I can kind of tell just by people's text that, all right, we might need to have a conversation with this person outside of this. You know, just because of what we know about, you know, our own past and have been able to connect with each other to where we can kind of just be like, hey, pop on over to Discord, let's have a chat, or something like that.
Yeah.
And like with Delf stream, Friday nights, me and Delf is probably the funnest time I have. Like, it's the best way to just wind down from the weekend. Vanguard and chill.
Yeah.
We just sit there and talk old, like we did. And that's just because, like, it's basically, me and Delf worked together for a long time, and I miss being able to just sit in the office and, shoot the shit and just basically just battle rap each other with who can find the deepest cuts of New York underground rap from the mid to late 90s. I mean, and that's sometimes what it is.
Yeah.
And like, kind of to wrap back to that point with that the streamer that they talked about. I mean, I'm looking at her stream right now. She's live, and the chat, just the amount of people that are just like kind of like reaching out to her and just saying, hey, like, I'm here because of this. I'm here because of that. Like, I really, I'm sticking around. This is really great.
That's cool.
That's amazing.
And then but the best part is her tagline is, because the guy's wearing a Star-Lord jacket. She goes, looking for a Star-Lord jacket.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, she's into it. She's like playing the vibe, but it's just kind of like, for all of us, we're kind of like the island of misfit toys. I mean, but we're just all like together. We're all one big, crazy conglomerate of ridiculousness. And
Green Bean said it today. She was like, I want to stream. I was like, go ahead, Green Bean. Come on into this world. Like, if you don't like it, you can just always quit. Like, don't invest. A lot of people come out here and try to invest a lot of money and get the best toys to start streaming. Like, don't do that. But why put your foot in it and see what happens? And it might change your world. If you don't know for what. I mean, you talking to one person might change that one person's life and the outcome for something different, and you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you going live can change somebody's day, night, life for a long term. You know what I mean? So it's like, why not take that leap of faith and try it out and see what happens? Because at the end of the day, it's all about community. Like, look at her now. You said she has a bunch of follow people watching her here. We're here because we heard what happened. You know how you're making that girl feel, who probably just felt like she was shitted on by a large company on their stream, where they're like, oh yeah, this girl, she's not worth it. And now she's seeing, oh yeah, you know what? You are worth it. You are worth that. That's amazing.
The weird thing is, like, what's her name? I don't know her name.
Here, I can share.
Okay, yeah, share if you don't mind. The weird thing is, as much as that moment sucked, there's so much magic that has come out of that. The right people are moving towards her to offer some type of peace and healing. And Panda, I think one of the things that all of us offer here to each other is that we are honest about who we are. We are honest about the pain that we have experienced in our life. And we want to help people that are going through that right now if we can. And we recognize that, and we don't hide from that. So it's really interesting to see that a lot of people don't really show the emotion of who they are to their community. I'm amazed that there are so many people that are so honest with me, because I never really have a problem being who I am or being honest about my hurts, my dreams, like all those things. Like, that's not an issue for me. But the fact that the right kind of people have shown up that are willing to offer that back to me is amazing. And Delf, they do it the same in your stream. It's awesome that the right people show up. Yep. And like this person, like a really terrible thing happened to her. The CEO of a company that just totally shit on her in front of who knows how many people, right? This is going to turn into such an amazing blessing.
Yeah,
it's going to be fine.
She has 1,500 people watching right now. So you know what? Take your average of, she only had 5 people. Like, you literally just lost 1,500 people clicking on that link right there. That would have said, hey, you know what? I might want to build it.
Right.
Kiss my ass now.
Yeah, she's going to be all right. She's going to be all right.
Yeah, she's got, so that the building PC people are streaming too.
Oh, they are?
She's got twice as many viewers as they do.
Man, this is so great. I love it when the internet is used for good.
All right, look, that was a long video. I know. If you're still here, thank you for watching it, or thank you for skipping to the end. One thing, if you made it this far, I'm going to give you a little secret about what's coming up. This video is a big part of the next phase of the whole 8-Bit Blood thing. I'm Mike, by the way. If you don't know me, hi, nice to meet you. I know that should have come earlier, but it didn't. Sorry. I just got back from the gym. My heartbeat is all over the place. I did shoulders. I'm super jacked and juicy, just succulent and stacked, ready to attack. I need to breathe, though. But there's a lot of stuff coming. So we're going to do more interview-style streams. I'm going to start uploading more to YouTube again. You may see some of the vlog stuff pop up again. I really miss making those videos. Twitch has been something that's been really rewarding and really amazing. And there's a reason I'm doing it. And I'm going to let you know what that reason is in the next video.